All right, we are about to be live. Well, we are live anyway, but we're about to get started. So welcome everyone to what I'm really assuming is going to be the finale of the series. We are about to take on the league, so it's pretty much we're either going to win or we're going to lose. Hopefully, everyone's having a good day. Sorry we're a bit late. We got a few in the chat already. I know I sent a couple of messages while we were waiting to get started. But, yeah, so Celestial Clouds is here. We've got Wolfie. The Mizutori is here. Becca's here. Adrian Mendoza. Hello. I don't think I've seen you in one of the streams before. Welcome. Hopefully you've picked a good one to join in on. Unless your name has changed from someone else. But you hopefully picked a good one to start with, the finale. Hopefully it should be exciting. And of course we've got Shed. Shed is in the house. Absolute legend here. Glad you could make it. Hopefully your day is actually not going to be going for that much longer. Actually, you're getting soon to get ready for the weekend. 11 deaths. Yes, Riolu was the 11th death. We have had 2 Riolus die, unfortunately. The first one was, I think, death about 3 or 4, somewhere in that mark. And then now, the second Riolu was the 11th death, yes. So initially, we had the grind yesterday. About 10 minutes into the stream, got one shot by a Minun with Thunder that landed. One shot the Riolu, so we had to revamp the strategy. So the team that you can see down below is pretty much what we're going to be taking the league on with. I leveled all of them up to level 60, basically because I thought that... Sorry, for some reason my controller is not working. Let me just unplug it and plug it back in, just in case that is what is going on. That's better. 1 hour till 50. Oh yes, because tomorrow's the party. Yeah, it's for the party for Bella. Yeah, that's awesome. Either way, you're picking them up, hyped. Gonna be a good weekend coming in when you get to hang out with the kids. That's always awesome. Am I in the league? Yeah, so I'm about to start the league. So yesterday was the final prep grind stream. I grinded everyone up to level 60. But for some reason I thought that Cynthia was level 60s and 65 was the Garchomp, well, the ace. But it turns out that she's actually got 62 as the ace, 2 level 60s, and a couple level 59s, I think. And everything else is only in the 49 through to 58, 59. So we might be a touch over. I'm not too sure. I hope not. We will level up a bit through the league, but obviously I don't feel like I've overgrinded, but I don't feel like we're underprepared. So the move sets are pretty much ready to go. Yeah, I don't think there's too much more we can do. I've got plenty of items and plenty of TMs, to have throughout the run in case obviously we need to heal. But if we're running low on PP, I've got a couple of PP ups, PP maxes, elixir. Oh no, I think I might just have 2, a normal ether and a max ether. And then obviously we can teach over moves. HMs are full compatibility, so for example, a special attacker like Giratina gets low, we might just be able to chuck Surf or something on it. Although to be fair, Giratina is pretty good on both stats, but yeah. So this is our team running through. Actually, before I do that, I'll just double check. That was Adrian saying, yeah, we're going into the league. Beat Eric. Oh! Okay, so you had to beat Erica to start that Team Rocket. That makes sense. I don't think you usually have to do that. I think you can do the Team Rocket stuff before you beat Erica normally. But that's cool. At least that it all works out now. It was strange. I thought you couldn't fight them, but that's awesome. Almost that. Yeah. Well, I started doing a short bomb earlier, Shed, and I'm probably... Well, I was going to do the standard 20. I think I've only done it somewhere between 7 and 10. I can't remember. I was running a bit late, so I didn't get the chance to finish off. But yeah, shot up another bit. Oh, it just updated again. I think we went from 770 to 785. This is cool. We're really getting there. I'm hoping that between the short bombs and the series, we might even get close to the mark over the next week or so. It is brochies. Oh yes, do that for sure. Especially after hearing the the Costco spends as well, or the party food and stuff. Definitely, definitely make a short of the setup, but send some stuff through in the chat as well of during the day, and well, like, you know, don't go out of your way to do it, but if you've got a couple of bits and pieces or videos of just the excitement throughout the day and the cool setup, definitely send it through. But a short is a good idea, actually. You're like, you know, when you're at the shops and those kind of funky shorts, as well as the openings, they're a hit too. I enjoy those as well. I think... Oh, what? Yes! Woo! The big 2K. Oh, that's an awesome congratulations. And that's a good segue. If everyone in the chat hasn't checked out the Anime Shed, isn't subscribed, please go and check him out. A very good friend of mine and makes awesome content. So, where to begin? So this is how well he's been going. Actually, sorry, my hand was in the way and my OCD is checking in. I changed the lights from blue back to red, and one of the tiles was still blue. Yeah, so Shed's got his 1,000 subscriber stream coming this Wednesday, but he's gone that well. He's just did 2K this morning. So he's doing awesome. But yeah, make sure to go check him out, especially if obviously you're into Pokemon, or at least some sort of interest in Pokemon, watching me play it. But opening up Pokemon cards, plenty of different TCG cards like Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen, Goddess Story, Demon Slayer, whole bunch of openings on that are in shorts, pre-recorded videos, but mainly on his streams. I think his streams would be in the US Wednesday morning, because he streams Wednesday night here Australia time most of the time. So yeah, if you're around, definitely check that out. Especially this one that's coming up on Wednesday is going to be absolutely massive. There might be a little bit of a Snow Phoenix feature in there, not to spoil anything, but if there might be some stuff from our end that's gone through to Shed, so that'll be cool. Oh, thanks, Becky. Yeah, thanks for checking him out. He's, aside from making cool content and enjoyable stuff and being genuinely enjoyable to watch, whether you're his friend or not, he's also a very good friend of mine as well, who's given me plenty of support, and want to make sure I keep doing the same for him. He's one of the people that definitely deserves it, that's for sure. So, oh, dude, I was watching last night. I actually was looking when I was going through some of the shorts, and I thought, oh, he's getting close. He's getting real close. But yeah, that's awesome that you hit it. No worries, Adrian. If we might still be going when you finish up with lunch. Depends on how long the league takes. You might have already jumped out of the chat and you're not hearing this, so this could be useless. But we'll see how we go. But yeah. Is that a guess what you're doing because you're playing doors? Because I know what you're doing. Is that what that is? Or are you doing something different? Like, something funky, and that's why we're guessing. But is it doors again? How are you feeling too? Oh, we got another subscriber, Gohan Sama. That's a sick channel name. So the thing is, that might pop up a lot during this, because from the short bombs, we might get a few subscribers coming through. Did that come through? It did come through on the stream. Cool, okay. Yeah, you are feeling better, Celestial Clouds. Hopefully you're slowly at least starting to get better now. Been a few days. Fingers crossed you're on the mend, on the up. But yeah, sorry for starting a bit later. We had a few things going on, then stuck before being able to jump in. Actually, as another reminder of that, before I forget, just got to set this up. Let's make sure that is running as well. Oh, for some reason, the thumbnail did not change as well. Let me fix that up too. Sometimes when I use the settings, it doesn't change the thumbnail properly. Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Series. Nope, it is not there. Ah, probably because it's in thumbnails. That would make more sense. Alright. So fixed up the thumbnail. We're ready to go. Gonna break your hands playing Radical Red. Well, good luck. Obviously beating Eric is huge. You're halfway there in the badges. Getting the real chunk of the Rocket story underway. That's going to be cool. Speaking of thumbnails, if you want to see probably the best thumbnail I've ever seen, which led into one of the best videos I've ever watched, make sure you're checking out Ian with Ian. The Ian Ross, Bob Ross thumbnail with Ian and little Ian, so good. Make sure to go and check out the channel. Awesome vibes, very wholesome, enjoyable. If you're not already checking him out, definitely do so now. But welcome, thanks for stopping by. We're about to start our final run through the Pokemon League. Our last 5 battles. Hopefully we make it through them all. The good news today is we're going to have an outcome. We're either going to have beaten this thing or we're going to be bitterly disappointed and wallowing in self-pity. But we'll see how we go. So for everyone that is here in the chat just quickly, excuse me, this is our final team. So I think I'm going to lead with the Meganium, because I've got the Light Clay item which boosts the longevity of the moves Reflect and Light Screen. So I think we lead with Meganium, and then if we're up against either an Ice or Fire type, probably would be the 2 hardest, or Flying I guess, we run or switch. But otherwise we set up either Light Screen or Reflect, depending on which one is whatever the opposing Pokemon is, depending on what moves that's probably going to have. We'll set up one, and then the other, and then we can switch out and start attacking with other Mons. So that's our defensive setup. So we'll lead off with Meganium. Oh, another egg. Oh, is this one going to be any good for once? Excuse me. Then the order of everything else doesn't really matter. This is just the team running through. So then we've got the Giratina. We've got the Expert Belt on it, which boosts the power of super effective moves. I don't know if it's just like a 10% like the normal held items, you know, the Mystic Water and stuff. But if so, that's still something. The fact that we've got 4 different typings definitely helps with that. So I think what might happen here, though, I do have, you know, max ethers and a couple of ethers and all that sort of stuff, or ethers. Have a ether, I think would be the way it would be. I'm not sure, but anyway. I think we might have to remove maybe Ominous Wind or other moves for different TMs depending on what the go is. We do have some powerful TMs as well as some good HMs. Obviously Surf and Strength are good. They're nice hitting, so we can teach those if we need extra PP as well. Then Blastoise is another setup as well. So we've got Rain Dance, which holding the Dam proc instead of lasting for 5 turns lasts 8, similar to what the Light Clay does. So we set up with Rain Dance, and then we can hopefully surf through. Surf will do, I think that makes Surf a, so 95, I think it's a 50% buff. So basically it's 145 plus stab, over 150 base power water move, 100% accurate. So that is huge. We got Thunder Punch as some electrical coverage. We don't have a lot in terms of Barrascuda. Oh, you are having the schoolboy salutes in the chat. And then we move over to Garchomp. I did switch up. I taught it Brick Break because just to have some fighting type coverage. And this is also holding the Expert Belt, so I had 2 of those, which means the same thing. So boost super effective attacks. Similar thing with PP. If we need to teach it a different move, we've got a couple of moves we can teach it. Charizard also has 4 different types, but so Charizard's got Technician, which basically means that wing attack, instead of being 60 base power, is 90 base power, plus stab, so just pretty much 100 base power, 100 accuracy flying type move. And then we've got flamethrower, which is also boosted with the charcoal, plus stab. Very nice. Good coverage as well. If anything happens to our 2 dragon types, we do have Dragon Claw on Charizard. And then we've got Absol, which could be the absolute beast of this. Now, the other option, aside from going with Meganium as the lead, no worries at all. Thanks for stopping in though, man. I'll talk to you later on when you're popping back through. But yeah, I'll talk to you later on today anyway. Especially because it's probably going to be heaps, things are... You've got the prelim down there tonight. It's probably going to be pretty busy around the CBD and stuff, I'm guessing, but not too sure. So Absol could be an absolute huge player in this run as well. Scope Lens to boost critical hit chance, and every single one of these moves has the high crit ratio. It's the same type. It's a physical 70 base power move, just different typings. So we've got normal, psychic, and dark, which is also stab as well. So we set up with Swords Dance as many times as possible, and then we've got the Scope Lens for boosted crit chance, plus these high crit ratio moves being, 2 stages, 4 stages, however we can get up with Swords Dance. And then Absol can hopefully sweep through offensively. So we do have a few different options, aside from just general type coverage, that we can go through. But I think I'm going to just lead with Meganium to start with as the safe play. If we switch out, whatever we got to do. And then held items, I think I'm pretty happy with. I bought a ridiculous amount of items. So we've got 91 full restores, 50 full heals, and then 30 hyper potions. I have more money. I can just buy more. I might just buy more potions just for the sake of it, rather than leaving just money in the bank. What's the point? This is the end of the run. We either win or lose here. I don't usually play a Nuzlocke in the form of you restart again if you lose with what's in your PC. It might be something that I do in future runs, but with this run I won't. One, because we don't have anything good in the PC, and the time it would take to grind anything up to be half decent, we may as well just restart or start another run and then come back and attempt this again later. But hopefully we don't have to worry about that. So we don't need to worry about money, basically, is where that where that long-winded tale was going. Right, we are extremely prepared. I'll save now just in case anything like computer dies or something, and then we just, maybe if we lose someone, we might reattempt until we get to a certain trainer, and then we have to sack it off. I don't know, but anyway, let's jump in and take on the final challenge of the run. Oof. Here we go. Alright, so I believe Flint is first, but obviously being randomized, we don't have to worry about being a fire type. No, sorry, Flint's second. Aaron, which Aaron is probably not going to be your name. It's probably good you do. Florentino, that's a bit different than Aaron, but... Oh, that's an entrance. Okay. Probably okay, actually. I think even if it has, even if it lands an Ice Beam or a Blizzard, with a Light Screen up, we should be alright. So I think I start with Light Screen. It does land a Blizzard. We are getting really unlucky with low accuracy moves hitting. Oh, the Light Screen is huge. Plus, Meganium is pretty tanky. So now we set up Reflect. Alright, so now we've got 7 turns of Light Screen and 8 of Reflect. So I think from here I just switch into Blastoise. Not that Swinub or Swinoob is overly dangerous. Oh, awesome! Yeah, well, Shed does like a few different types, but yeah, he's definitely likes the the bit of the metal and all that sort of stuff. I'll see if he tells the story, but he definitely has some experience dabbling in some music playing himself. Alright, so this should one-shot. Awesome. So we still have 6 and 7 turns respectively of the screens. We'll actually switch back into Meganium here. Now, obviously, these first couple of trainers are going to be a little bit lower level than us, but the ones moving forward won't be, and the level can go out the window if the next mon that comes out is like a, I don't know, a Mewtwo or something, then we might be in some trouble. Alright, let's go. And the fact that, you know, these have been 2 base form mons as well. Oh, and a Wurmple. Okay, so not very lucky for them anyway. For us, 3 weak first stage Pokemon is a good start. The fact that he's only going into these kind of weaker mons almost makes me think that this trainer doesn't have anything that decent. So we've one-shot everything so far, which is good, but also not as exciting. I'm fairly confident it won't be like this the whole way through. I accidentally pressed B there instead of... yes, I was going to switch into Garchomp for Brick Break, but that's okay. This should still do a big chunk of damage. Probably won't one-shot, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to assume that they'll heal now. So I'll switch to... Which I had so many people that I subscribed to that I had to unsubscribe to half of those people because I've not watched them in a long time. Yeah, that's pretty true. I've had to do that as well. Not on this channel. So this channel I subscribe to other people that I'll watch and other people just to support them that support me and all that sort of stuff. So there might be people that I haven't watched as much of, but I do jump in and like their videos whenever they upload them or whatever. But on my personal channel, where I have the things that I watch for leisure and whatnot, yeah, the amount that I've had to unsubscribe to just for either not having time or just not watching them much anymore. A good example, I am into TCG and I sell TCG products and stuff and collect, but I've had to I unsubscribe from a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh people. I wasn't really watching them. I don't play anymore, so... But then there was like just a huge amount of videos filling up the feed that I just had to, you know, jump off. So I definitely know what you're saying. Because often you'll see someone, you'll enjoy it, you'll subscribe to see more, and then you might not watch them after a while, and they're just sort of sitting there. Alright, so yeah, we can probably just stay in, actually. Alright, so this was... this start was pretty good. I'm fairly certain we got quite lucky with the mons that were randomized for this. A Granbull and a Pidgeotto were the only things that were actually evolved. Oh, if that's a Citrus Berry, that might help us, actually. Yep, so we should now kill from this range. And then we'll chuck on some potions. We got plenty of Dragon typing. We got 3 Pokemon with Dragon Claw, so I'd rather use that PP. Beautiful. Alright. Well, that was a lot easier than I was thinking, but with the levels, yeah, the first couple might be like that, but the third, the fourth, and definitely the champion are going to be a lot higher level, and there's a good chance we're going to get some little less luck with the randomizer. But I suppose when we talk about the subscribing and unsubscribing thing after a while, there's definitely been people that I have subscribed to, and then say watch their content for just for argument's sake, let's say a month, and then I don't watch them again for another 6 months. But because I'm still subscribed to them, or I then got recommended a video that I was actually interested in what that video was, like, oh, that's a cool concept, watched it, and then back into watching those people again. So sometimes leaving the subscription on is definitely a good thing. And obviously speaking as someone that, you know, even if the more subscribers, the better. You do want people to watch your content, but obviously the more that are subscribed, the more chance of people that will watch your content. So make sure if you unsubscribe from anyone, don't unsubscribe from the Snow Phoenix. Nah, unless I am not entertaining or I do something to annoy you. But yeah, hopefully not. Alright. She looks a lot like Agatha from... That's Gen 1, yeah? Yeah, Gen 1. Okay. Alright, already starting. This is now the strongest mon that we've seen the whole time. So because this thing will... Oh, it's got Drizzle! Oh, if this thing has Thunder, that is absolutely broken. Let's definitely... Oh, it's gone for Magnet Rise. Yeah, that's right. That's we'll allow it in that case. Oh, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. I actually, obviously, I know Isaac. Metamaxis. What does Metamaxis upload / stream? Oh no, that's all right. It was cool. Full transparency, I had 2 live streams on at the same time, and then I was switching back between the two, watching, but both were playing, and I was commenting and involved in both. Isaac, who we mentioned before, and then at one point, Sandman too. But yeah, I was jumping back and forth, watching you play, just, listening to you. I know you said it before, but yeah, you've got the core there. Just gotta keep going, keep building. You'll definitely get there. I'm looking forward to the road, to the trucking channel on the road. That's gonna be cool. Pokemon Zelda and cool. Well, I have to check him out then, because that sounds alright. Yeah, especially when they do heaps of videos too. Okay, so it's gone for Swift. So either this thing has a horrible moveset, or the light screen and the fact that we're a grass type has scared it away from using Thunder. Which is probably good. So we'll switch into Garchomp. Tank a Swift. And then hopefully one-shot it with Dig. And then I'm not sure... That's the thing. Especially if you enjoy doing it as well. That's the number one thing, that you enjoy doing it. But when you're doing it more and more, and you're just building, getting to meet new people, more people finding out... Oh, I forgot about the magnet. Oh, it just wore off then. Actually, I'm going to go for Brick Break just in case it goes for it again. Yep. Yeah. I thought it wore off the previous turn. That's my bad. For anyone that isn't too sure, so Magnet Rise basically makes... I think only Steel / Electric types can learn it. But, well, unless it's randomized. But essentially it turns you into Levitate ability. Like, you still have your normal ability, but you're immune to ground moves. So for an Electric type, it's an awesome ability to have. I would have one-shot it with Dig otherwise. And now we, not that it's done a heap of damage to us, but it's survived another turn. Which also means that the screens probably only have a few turns to go. They should be about halfway done as well. Okay, here we go. See, we got some stronger mons. I think we go Blastoise, and if the Drizzle is still active, I don't know if it goes away as soon as the Pokemon goes down. If it is, I'll just go straight for Surf, but I don't know if it is. I don't want to go for... Actually, no, it should be. I'll just go for Surf, just in case the chance that it's still active. I don't want to waste a Rain Dance. And this should one-shot anyway. Alright, let's go. 2 down. Okay, so the light screen's worn off, which means we've got one more turn of a physical Reflect. Oh, we do not like Goldeen. Goldeen is what got a Horn Drill off that one-shot our poor Crobat. We could stay in and use Thunder Punch. or we switch back out. Well, it's water type. That's why we taught this thing Thunder Punch. I don't think this one-shots, though. It's not stab. It's only 75 base. But it does. Let's go. Okay, and there's the reflect gone. So we have no screens up anymore. 2 mons to go. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee's probably got something like Brick Break or like anyway. So I might just go Charizard and just take it out. The screen setup, unless we're fighting something a bit crazy, is probably more suited to the start of the battle anyway. When we don't know what they've got. Obviously, when we know when they announce, like when we're on the Switch, it's fine. Alright, this has been going well so far, but it's going to get harder and harder, so... Ooh, Centret. How scary. No, we'll just take it out with a Brick Break from Garchomp. You got past all 50? Yes, well done. Can we get past door 95 after what happened yesterday? I believe in you. You can do it. The 50 is the real hard one, though, so... Keep going. You have our full support. Alright. That's 2 down. We'll heal up again. We haven't used a ridiculous amount of PP either, which is awesome. Only 2 things took damage there. Cool. Are you fighting against a Mega Kangaskhan now? Oh, this room is cool. I love this fire room. Alright, Flint. Oh, okay. I wonder if we are... Well, to be fair, Flint's just got as much of a chance of having as many Fire-type Pokemon in this run that he does in normal. I think he's got, what, 2? Infernape and Houndoom? Alright, a Sphere, which is a good start. So let's screen... Although it is... if it's Water Ice, we're obviously not going to do a huge amount. Oh, how... They're still landing the Blizzards. Like, this shouldn't do much either. It's only base form as well. With the screen, yeah. But still, how is it landing the hits? Alright, so we've got both up. As long as we don't get any crits, we should be okay. That did a fair amount of damage. I'll go for a Magical Leaf. See what it does. We probably won't one-shot. But we do one-shot. Okay, let's go. So now we've got the screens, and... Oh boy. Very unlucky with the Mons. It one-shot your whole team? What? What with? The same move, or it's just extremely powerful, you just couldn't get past it? What? Was it... Was a Mega Kangaskhan? Was that Giovanni's then? Because he's normally got a Kangaskhan. Shinx. Oh, man. Flint has not got a lucky roll with his Mons here. 3 first form Mons. Oof. See, but the levels are getting a lot higher now. Now's, yeah. It's all well and good while we're fighting these base forms, but then, you know, level 58 Mewtwo, level 58 Arceus, and all of a sudden things are a lot different. Alright, cool. That's the third. Bulbasaur. Oh. He's had 4 base form Mons. Power Up Punch. Ooh. So obviously that really sets up for the sweep. It boosts, is it just 1 stage attack or 2 stages after each hit? Either way, yeah, that's tough. Have you got anything fighting that can go up against it? Or something... like Psychic to resist? Oh, he has had a horrible draw. 5 weak base form Mons. Oh boy, oh boy. Like, it's good for us, but man, that's unlucky. And the fact that we've had 2, or now 3 trainers without anything too hectic, it makes me very scared for 4 and the champion. Well, 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 that's 3 down. We are flying through. Don't want to speak too soon because danger, I'm sure, is approaching, but I'll save now as well, just in case anything happens to the computer or the game. As Wolfie, the Mizutori, knows, things can go wrong. Had a few crashes. I had the huge crash the other day. Alright. Yeah, but one-shot's that since it hits. Does it hit twice power-up punch? I thought it hit once and then it boot. Oh. Well, that is... Ooh, that's scary. And I'm guessing because of the level cap thing, you can't go higher to just over-level against it. Alright, so we've got 2 more to go. Number 4 and the champion. Let's just gonna get something ready. Where are we? YouTube. Playthroughs. Sounds. Alright, that's good. Okay. Well, here we go. Elite 4 member number 4. We've absolutely flown through this. But this could be 5 overpowered Pokemon. The champion could have 6 legendaries. You know, it could all go well and truly downhill. Onyx is nice. Onyx is good for setting up the screens. Going for Curse, yeah, because it can't really do much against it. And it wants to boost its own defense. And Reflect. Double Curse. Alright, well we should hit it and one-shot it with Magical Leaf though. I think. Or is Magical Leaf physical? If it's physical, we might not one-shot. If it's special, we definitely one-shot. Either way, we one-shot. Okay. So we definitely switch. And then I think I want to try and save the PP if I can. Flamethrower is probably about 10 base power more with the charcoal and the extra boost. Wing attack still gets the job done. Okay. Sudowoodo. That is very iffy. The Bonsly was what took down our first Charizard, our starter. I actually don't know who to switch into here. Probably Giratina. It's probably going to have to be Giratina. If it's got something grass, obviously it can deal with these two. Its rock deals with you. Yeah, I think it's got to be Giratina. Alright. Yeah, then I think just Dragon Claw. Never mind, it's got Sucker Punch. Oh, that did a lot less than I was thinking. Okay, that's super effective against us. Oh, that was a crit. Oh, we might not even kill it with this one. Oh, that's super effective Sucker Punch. Just Giratina's stats are just broken. Alright, so he's probably going to heal here. So I might try a Flamethrower, which... yeah, we'll try a Flamethrower while he heals. Ooh. Okay, that did a lot less than I was thinking. There's not really much else we can do. I mean, I can try an Ominous Wind, but we don't have a lot of PP. Earth Power is going to be resisted as well because of the grass typing. We're just going to have to keep going for Dragon Claws. I don't think we're in huge danger. Unless he gets a couple of crits with Sucker Punch. It's not doing a massive amount of damage. About 25 to 30 each time. Alright. Oh, that's why. Our screens. If we don't kill it this time and he heals again, we might actually be in trouble. Yeah, because that's the reflect. Okay. I'm actually going to heal here. Because now that the screens have gone, yeah, that Sucker Punch might do a decent chunk of damage. Had to fight a Honchkrow and it could be twice. Oh, that's rough. And obviously it's stabbed with Honchkrow as well. He didn't heal. What did he do? Okay, well that's Sudowoodo down. That's a typing that gives us trouble. There's a Shiftry. We don't want to stay in because its dark typing is super effective against us as well. Charizard's the obvious choice. And go for probably Flamethrower over Wing Attack. You beat it! What? Let's go! Oh, well done. Celestial Clouds beating Doors. After what happened yesterday with Door 95, proud. Well done. The good thing is we've been outspeeding as well, which has made a huge difference. Oh, a Shaman. We don't... Okay, so this team's actually been pretty strong. Oh, it's got Drought. That's right. Oh, that's your downfall right there. Boom. Well, that is incredibly... That's 4 down. We are now... one battle away from winning the run. Is there... Let me just double check something. Is there a Platinum post-game fight like there is in Emerald? That's legendaries. We don't really need legendaries. No, it doesn't look like there's like a Steve, like in Emerald there's the Steven Stone post game. It doesn't look like there's one of those in Platinum. Didn't even revive once. Good job. Oh, well done. Oh, that's got to make you feel good after what happened with dying on 95 yesterday. Well, we healed mid-battle there, so I don't think we actually need to heal anyone here. Incredibly, we are one fight away from winning this challenge. We're also... Well, this is it. This is either going to be our win or our loss. There she is. We've been keeping pretty well. Yeah, that's right. We had to save the world because she couldn't. So, that's great. At least she's appreciative of it, though. Not like the others in other games where it's like, yeah, you beat Team Rocket as a 10-year-old kid. We'll just stand back and do nothing. Oof. Mark! Alright, Mark. Let's do this. bug catcher mark, no less. Well, is leading with a bug. I might just switch. Rather than setting up the screens, I might just switch. The screen strategy, I don't know. Maybe it's doing too well. Because this is been a lot easier than I was thinking it would be. Like, we didn't overlevel that much. She's got, aside from one of our Pokemon, she's got one Pokemon that outlevels all of them, and two that are the same. A Graveler. Okay, so we got to switch. Blastoise. I might... I'll set up Rain. And then we'll see... Obviously, that's going to back... Ooh, Earthquake. That's obviously going to backfire if we have to then switch because we need to fight, you know, with fire or something. But, ooh, that did a big chunk. If that gets a crit, we might be in trouble. But this should easily one-shot. It's boosted by the Rain. Nice. Alright, 2 down. Alright. Yeah, see the Skiploom. So now we switch. Switch back to Charizard. Alright, we have to go for Wing Attack because Flamethrower is obviously going to be resistable, buffed down due to the rain. But it doesn't matter. Let's go. An Ivysaur. Man, her team, so far... Well, the fact that she's sending that in voluntarily against the Charizard means she probably doesn't have anything that good left. Which is a real shame. The randomizer has done most of the Elite Four and Cynthia pretty dirty from the looks of it. Unless she's just saving like a legendary as like a, aha, actually, here's my Regigigas. Oh, Venusaur and Ivysaur. We still have to, unfortunately because of setting up the rain, we still have to go for Wing Attack. Which might not one-shot. And this thing could potentially set up with Spores and Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, or if it's got Spore, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Leech Seed, Worry Seed. Why would you go for Worry Seed? Unless it doesn't have any of those other status-afflicting abilities. That's strange. Well, this is probably going to take it down. I think we're 1-1 away. Meditite. Well, Charizard, even though this is not the same starter, Charizard was our starter. We did get a second one, but... Ooh, okay, so we lose attack power with Wing Attack. I might actually, this might sound strange, I might go for Shadow Claw here, rather than Wing Attack. Oh no, they're both physical. Never mind, I guess we just go for it. Yep. Yeah, that Intimidate definitely did. Ooh. She probably heals here. Although she might not, being in the yellow. This... Well... I don't think that's going to mean a lot saying that, because... We just did it! The run is over. Woo! That was... I'm not going to lie, that was a little bit anticlimactic. I am sorry, everyone. I thought that the league was going to be a lot harder, where we didn't really overlevel. We were pretty decent, you know. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Sam. Oh, what? Literally just came in as we just beat Cynthia. Oh, that's it. GG's. Done. Okay. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. The randomizer did pretty much everyone but... Was it Flint? Or was it the fourth Lucian or whatever, the fourth trainer? One of them had decent mons, but everyone else, there was so many base forms, like weak mons. Typing didn't go so well. Yeah, Sam, we just beat it. Just before you popped in, we literally just finished the fight against Cynthia. So, but don't necessarily fret. Obviously we've only been going for not even an hour. I think what I might do, obviously I'm going to do another run, like a different series. I was tossing up between doing Fire Red and Leaf Green, one of them, and Heart Gold / Soul Silver, one of them as well. I started with Sapphire, which was my first Game Boy Advance game, and obviously my first 3rd gen Pokemon game. And then I moved to Platinum because I hadn't played Sinnoh for a long time. I think I'm leaning more towards the Fire Red and Leaf Green, so we can go Game Boy Advance, DS, Game Boy Advance, and then we'll do Heart Gold, Soul Silver after that. So it's kind of Game Boy DS in that order. And obviously we've just watched Gen 4, and Heart Gold Soul Silver has the same Gen 4 mechanics and mons, and I know it's not exactly the same game, but the eligible encounters, they're all going to be Gens 1 through 4. At least if we go back a gen, we lose a bunch of those Gen 4 mons, and obviously the imagery and everything drops back down as well. So I think that's the path I want to go down, and that'll be our next series. Because I kind of had the idea that I wanted to do Gens 1 through 4. Obviously, we're doing 2, 3, and 2, 4 because it's the remakes. But Regions, Kanto through to Sinnoh. And we've done Hoenn and Sinnoh. So I think I now go back. After we've done 3 and 4, we might now do 1 and then 2. And after that, either potentially look at Gen 5. But I haven't played Gen 5, maybe not even all the way through ever. Or do... looking into some of these ROM hacks as well. So obviously Isaac's doing will they be randomized? Yeah. So that's kind of what I had in my mind before I started this series. Well, I had it as an idea before I started the Sapphire playthrough a few weeks ago, and I thought if it goes well and I'm enjoying doing it, I want to do all the first 4 gens. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. They'll all be randomized as well. But then after that, I'll either look at doing normal playthroughs, because some of the pre-recorded challenges I've done, one I haven't actually finished editing and uploaded yet, but I've done Poison Only Nuzlocke in Fire Red. I've finished playing through and I haven't edited, but it's a hardcore ground type Nuzlocke in Emerald. So maybe after doing these randomized streams, we could look at doing those kind of challenges as well, but I'm not too sure. Oh, I would love a Heracross. As we were talking about, Heracross is one of my favorites, so I'd love to get a Heracross. I haven't actually really used one that much before, so it would be awesome to get it. That's and actually on your with you saying that, that's another thing that I want to do as well. So the first ever playthrough I did on the channel was Emerald with only Absol. So that's another thing. Maybe we do some of those challenges too. Heracross is a mon that I have in mind to do as a solo run. Heracross. Who else was there? Some of the evolutions. And then maybe we could do challenges where, kind of like what Isaac's doing at the moment in Garbage Green, but we limited ourselves. So there's a setting in the randomizer that you can activate, which basically gives you the... So when you randomize wild encounters, you can do it to just be fully random. So, you know, in Route 1, we could run into a Giratina. But in Route, you know, our last encounter in Victory Road might be Wurmple, and like, you know, Chikorita, just real base forms and nothing crazy. But you can do it so it's the same, based off the same power level. So say we could do the Fire Red and Leaf Green run, and we might not run into instead of being, you know, Pidgey and Rattata, it might be Sentret and Igglybuff or something like that. So that could be a potential way that we could cap ourselves as well, and try and have weaker mons to start off with, but have the gym leaders, they could have anything. So we only might have baby Pokemon and in the early game, but the gym leader could have 2 legendaries, for example. So that's another thing I've been thinking about as well. I don't know if anyone's got any thoughts or opinions on any of that, but yeah, ROM hacks as well, as I was saying, that's definitely one I want to do. I really enjoy playing them in general, like Ash Grey, Team Rocket Edition. I haven't played them for a long time, so they're runs that I would like to do just as normal playthroughs as well. Whether we did them as Nuzlockes could be an interesting. Ash Grey I probably wouldn't because of the different storyline, but we could do Team Rocket Edition as a Nuzlocke. I know that you steal trainers Pokemon in that, so maybe it could just be, we might even randomize it, and then just, yeah, that could be chaos. That might be another cool one to do. Team Rocket Edition, randomize that. What else? Yeah, there's plenty of different options. Yeah, but Radical Red and Garbage Green are two. I wouldn't do Garbage Green now. I probably don't want to do it for a little while. Obviously, one, because Isaac's doing it at the moment, and I want that to be his thing. And two, it seems to be quite hectic. I'd rather do a few different runs to try and get the base sorted, more experience for me, obviously, and more establish some of the ways about how I go through stuff on the channel before then doing those hard runs where you see me pulling my hair out and just acting like crazy. So try and make sure we're not too crazy too early. So I think, yeah, it's probably going to be, I might do a poll on the community tab or something, or, you know, but I think 90% sure that the next run will be Fire Red / Leaf Green, whichever one. Do them as a randomized Nuzlocke. So, yeah, I'll get all that ready. I probably won't. I was just thinking if I could get it ready on stream now. I was thinking of doing that, Sam, because I haven't played through Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and all that sort of thing. So I thought that that would be a cool way to do it, to explore the new game for the first time while streaming. The only other downside that I did think of that is that a lot of people are probably going to be doing the same thing. So it might just kind of, you know, aside from a few key fans, I guess, it might just kind of get lost in the world of YouTube. But I suppose at the same time, everything that I do probably still is getting lost in the world, aside from a few awesome people that are hanging out. So it might not be too different, but yeah, I think if I was going to do the Scarlet and Violet, I obviously would, like most people, won't know what I'm doing. Haven't played the game before, don't know the Mons. It'd be brand new for me. It would be cool to do that on stream, to experience that with other people. And at the same time as well, the Platinum credits are so cool. I got a little bit of nostalgia from that. At the same time, to be able to potentially get help in the chat from people if they're playing it as well. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, well, that's cool. That's awesome to hear that support. Yeah. If you would like to watch the stream, then yeah, when they come out, then the only thing is I need to make sure I've got my capture card sorted properly. I've got one that had a bit of trouble. I did a test stream of it a week or two ago trying to play... Actually, I was trying to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and it kept cutting out sometimes every few seconds. It was a Razer one. I got it as secondhand off Facebook just to try it, but before it comes out, I might have to save up / if we get any tips or anything through and going to get some merch set up as well. If any of that is good enough before it releases, to put that towards buying the Elgato, the really good capture card, to be able to run the Switch properly. I have also got a cheap one, but I don't know how nice it's going to look though. Pokemon's obviously a little bit easier than a game like COD, where, you know, if you don't have to be right on to do things, you can be at slight lag and not be in big trouble. So, till the month after Scarlet or Violet is out. Yeah, sometimes that's good too, to be able to watch some other people play it, see a few reviews. Some people might be like, oh yeah, that's great, or I actually don't like the look of this, I might hedge against it for a while. I usually do that with like NBA 2K or FIFA. I haven't actually bought them for the last couple of years, but oh no, I think I got one on special on clearance. But yeah, I more so would see other people, what their thoughts were, if they were like, oh, this one's way too different, they changed all the mechanics, the story mode isn't as good or whatever, then I might not go for it, or at least wait until it goes on a big sale. Especially the fact that this is not just a new Pokemon game, it's a brand new gen with it seems to be different styling. You know, you're riding on legendary bikes and stuff. Like, there could be some issues, but I think I'll get them when they come out. And then the only thing I might do though is because I don't sometimes here in Australia, if we get shafted by release dates and things come out in Europe and the US before it hits us, which happens a lot with like TCGs. But one thing that we do sometimes benefit is if they have a specific set date for, say Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I can't remember the dates, but let's say it's November 13. If it's supposed to come out on November 13, we'll actually get it, say, 9 hours before anyone else does. At our midnight release, we'll get it before, you know, say between 9 and 13 hours before the US does at midnight. So to be able to get it straight away and then start streaming could be really, really cool, to be one of the first few people to be doing it. But the only disadvantage there is that you don't get to see other people playing and see if there's a better version to go for, if more people are going for one, so maybe I'll go for the other. I don't know. But I reckon we'll just try and jump on it. If there should be midnight releases for Pokemon, Call of Duty, and some other other big titles, we often, maybe about 3 or 4 times a year, we'll get midnight release at our version of GameStop, which is called EB Games. We'll get midnight releases, so I might actually do the Scarlet and Violet midnight release, and then come home and maybe just start streaming it. And have like a late night and stream through till like, I don't know, whatever time it ends up being. I don't know. I'll work that out. Either that or I'll pick it up first thing in the morning and just jump on straight away and play it all day. But yeah, it'd be something different, that's for sure. When I first saw Legends Arceus, I wasn't going to buy it because I didn't like what they did with the catch mechanic. Yeah, I was skeptical. I haven't played it yet. I've watched a lot of people play it. It looks really, really cool. The concept, I thought was awesome, having the full-on open world, and there's a lot of mechanics that they have introduced that obviously aren't in other games that I really like, or like the idea of. I can't say properly. I've only watched and not played. But yeah, you definitely get things like that where you're a little bit skeptical on something. Maybe, do I give it a go? Do I not? And then it can go both ways. But I think more often than not, when you give things a chance, usually you get you're pleasantly surprised more often than not. But yeah, I don't like how Legends Arceus looks. The whole game you don't like. Just the oh, hang on, this is just going to cycle through. So instead of doing that, I might just get to... Well, I'll get to the home, because we should be out the front of our house here. It's like normal games. All the other gens, we're in our house. Alright, so I'll just save in here. And then once we do that... Does anything happen straight away, actually? Like, do we have any crazy, like, oh, do this? Is she like, oh, you won, you're so good? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is just all about the post-game of... Which, I might actually, while we're sitting here just talk, I might have a look at it. I have to run to the next town anyway, because we don't have anyone that can fly. What was that? EB Games is good. Do we kill the Celio? Yeah, EB Games is pretty cool. So where I live over in New South Wales, I'm pretty lucky. I've got within, say, 20 minutes in different directions of me, I've got, I think, 4 EB Games, and 2 of them have zings either attached or in the same complex. So I'm pretty lucky in that regard. And there's a couple that have... Well, a friend of mine works at one of them, and there's a couple that have got some absolute champions there. Like, I got some posters... yeah, like... I don't know if I can... Whoop, everything's pulling out. No, it's alright. I was going to say, I might have it here somewhere, but... like, they'll often give you... You know, some posters from the promo games, which would be really cool. I'd like to try and get a Scarlet and Violet one. I know other people are probably in the same boat, but... Okay. Is that all he does, or do I just have to go... okay, right. Yeah, so they're pretty cool to be able to... You know, get a few posters and just be nice people. I don't always get stuff through them. Generally, if I'm pre-ordering, I'll pre-order through them. Usually if it's like a limited edition, or they say they're doing like a bundle of Scarlet and Violet together, whatever that is, I'll pre-order through EB. Otherwise, if I'm just going to get the game as standard, it's usually cheaper to go through a few other places. Like Sam will know, here in Australia, we've got... like our Kmart and Target are a lot different to the US Kmart and Targets, but they sometimes will have sales on launch. So when, like, obviously maybe not Pokemon, but when FIFA and 2K usually come out, you can, one of the cheapest points you can get it is the first few days or the first day or 2 after release at some of the retailers over here. If that's the case, I'll either buy from them or get EB Games to price match, so you get points or whatever. But yeah, it's usually to get the limited edition pre-orders that I guess you guys would have at GameStop that EB only gets over here. It isn't full open world. There is areas, but Scarlet and Violet will be open world. Yeah, see, the open world thing is cool. Like, it's good and bad, I suppose. It's good because it's not what all Pokemon is, but it's also bad too because it's not what all Pokemon is, if that makes sense. A Jack in the Closet. Oh, I hate jump scares. I'm not a fan of scary movies. I get startled and then just go into fight mode, so I'm not a fan of those. Oh yeah, the EBs with Zings are cool. When they first brought out Zing, I went to like a launch day here. It was cool because, you know, they had... Rather than the EB, which was more focused on, obviously, games and tech stuff like, you know, like PC gaming and trading cards, they also had a larger trading card section. There was anime merchandise, which is awesome. I'm a big anime fan, as you probably can tell by, you know, what you see on the channel, the posters in the background, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But so it's cool to have that sort of stuff. And yeah, but sometimes it is not frustrating, but they do have a lot of board games, which is cool. But yeah, if there's an EB Games and then 2 doors down there's a Zing, it's like, oh, well, you know. But now that I'm pretty sure all of them, if they're not already, are going to be combined into one store in most of the like shopping centers. If there's a Zing, it's going to be a Zing /EB Games, rather than have the 2 I guess they're paying different rents and they're in different areas, and you have to put on more staff rather than having less staff to cover a whole open shop. You have to put probably an extra member to cover 2 shops. So they're moving down that path as well. Yeah, I know it's shot up real quick. I uploaded some shorts and they've given us a whole bunch, nearly 100 actually. But that will come down as well with the So what's happened when I've uploaded a few of those? I'll gain say 120, but then it'll drop down another 30, but I'll still be up 90. So yeah, getting really really close. I did initially set the target to be 1,000. Like a month ago, I only had about 150, 160 subs. So that it's grown heaps over the last month, and so I thought back then I was like, it's unrealistic. But if I get to 1,000 by the end of the year, that'd be awesome. Now it might be at 1,000 by the end of the week. Probably not. But yeah, that'd be really cool. And then I guess the next goal, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 maybe. I was actually talking to my partner today saying how I really, really, really want a plaque. I want one of those plaques. It's probably not going to happen. It's a massive, massive jump, but I just need to do this about 100 more times. Well, get to 1,000, do that 100 more times. When they were renovating the... Oh, yeah, because that's the other thing too. The first few stores that they did it with, it was all hush-hush. They weren't like, oh yeah, we're going to actually, this is going to be EB Enzing, or this is going to be that and that. A lot of the time it was very, it's renovations, or we're just moving, or whatever. There wasn't a lot of transparency because they wanted to be, make it a bit of a secret, I guess, of, oh, look, we merged, we've joined forces in the same shop or whatever. So now it's very much oh yeah, we're moving down to the big outlet in the mall over there because we're merging together. So, oh no, on door 52, you nearly beat it again. Oh, that's unlucky. How's your playthrough going? The Wolfie, Mizutori? Actually, let me pause that. We might put on... I don't know how loud this is going to be, so when I do this, let me know. This should be legal stream music. This should not get copyrighted. So I don't know how loud. If it's too loud, please let me know. I'm not sure what genre to go for. Let's do maybe... Is it like a... hip-hop? That'll do. Alright, so I have no idea how loud that's going to come through. If it is very loud, please tell me. If it's not loud enough, let me know as well. But that should... So this is... yeah, this is stream beats, so this should be fine. Just as some different background music rather than the same Pokemon music that we've been hearing for however many days and hours. Cannot beat it. Still that Mega Kangaskhan. Which starter will you choose if you get it? Arceus is, that's the Cyndaquil. Is it Cyndaquil, Piplup, and Rowlet? Is that right? I think that's what it is. Or is it Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Poplio? I'm trying to think now. It's not on Roblox. Well, actually, going up to see some cousins over the weekend, so there might be a solid chance we'll be playing some form of Roblox or something with them. So if it is on Roblox, we might end up playing it. Oshawott and Rowlet. I didn't think it was Piplup. Oshawott, that makes more sense. I mean, Cyndaquil being Typhlosion, because if you pick Cyndaquil, you can evolve it into the new, like, Hisuian purpley Typhlosion in the game, yeah? But what's the game, Celestial Clouds? If it's on Roblox, though, like I said, there's a good chance we might be playing some Roblox over the weekend with the cousins. they're the only people that I play it with, so probably what's going to happen. No. Sorry, I just saw eBay sent me a thing. I thought it was someone buying something, but it was someone giving me an offer to try and sell something to me. Pokemon Insurgents. It's a really cool fan game. You should try it out. On Roblox, you can download it for free. I'll Google it right now. Is it essentially like a fan-made like hack game? Oh yeah, I know that they all do, but the Typhlosion looks sick. I don't think I have a copy of the card on me, but the card that came out in Japanese, it was Battle Region. What was the English set? I can't remember the English set. I have English Pokemon, but I more concentrate on the Japanese TCG. It's one that I actually import from Japan and sell here in Australia. So I more so know the Japanese versions. How is can you actually hear that little background music coming through, or is it too quiet, or is it too loud? Oh, this song's called Homer. That's funny. Okay, so they've taken, so it's not like it's interesting, because usually yeah, Cyndaquil, that would be my choice. Okay, yeah, as long as it's not too loud or too quiet or anything. It's the first time I've actually put it on stream, because usually I'll have the Pokemon, the in-game music playing anyway. It's more for the just sort of, if you're chatting or opening packs and stuff. That's something else that I'll be doing as well. My openings are pre-recorded and edited videos, but I might try and do some more, and do some streams of opening packs as well. I don't know if that's something that anyone in here is interested to, or you're more just into the gaming side of things, but there'll probably be some of those streams in the future as well. A lot of the shorts I'm doing are like Naruto cards and packs. I don't know if you can see that, but like they're what I've done some of recently. And obviously we've got new Pokemon sets coming out. Lost Origins just came out in English, but I'll pick up some Japanese sets there's a new Incandescent Arcana, I'm pretty sure it's called, which is essentially the Japanese version of what's going to be Silver Tempest. I've got some of those that I've ordered, and when I've got one order on the way from Japan, then when the next one I finalize that, they'll be here, so I might do some of them on stream. What else? Just trying to not really into anime, haven't watched any. That's fair. It's not something that you either have well, there's probably some that like you can enjoy. Some, like for trading cards, for example, people that aren't necessarily into Pokemon could probably enjoy still watching Pokemon. There's cool artworks and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty similar with some of these anime cards. Like, I don't know. You can't. I'm not using the right camera for this. But like, so these are Naruto cards. Those ones that I've showed you were the two bigger hits in the boxes, but they're pretty cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, all that sort of stuff as well. Dragon Ball, there's the new Dragon Ball series is out. I've got some boxes. I don't know if I'll do a stream of opening it. I do have a few that will be being sold. I think actually today might be the release date for it. I got them about a week ago, but I think they released today or yesterday. I'm not too sure. But yeah, you don't necessarily have, I genuinely really like it, but I've been into it for a long time. Like the first ones for me were pretty standard. Like a lot of people, watching the old Cheese TV with Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon, and all those kind of things. So I got into it early with that. But there's a lot of cool ones out there. If it's not your thing, definitely not a problem. There's a lot of people that are a bit that just don't like it. Some people prefer standard live action acting rather than animated style, which is also fair. And a lot of it can have common themes that aren't necessarily as entertaining. But there is some really, really cool ones out there. Even if there's probably about 3 or 4 I can think of that even if people don't like anime itself, could probably enjoy those as series. Death Note is one that you don't have to be an anime fan. You could watch that and enjoy that as a series, even if you don't like anime. I've googled it and I'll have it open. I just did a quick read. I'll see if what it's like in because obviously, yeah, it looks like it's full on from the developer's side of things. Yeah, so he used. Interesting. They incorporate different, so you can pick easy, normal, and hard difficulties. That's cool. So you could either do hard and normal settings, or they've got challenge mode, so could do it as a Nuzlocke, solo run, Iron Man, interesting, or randomizers. Okay, so but pretty much what they're doing is they're taking what other people do with a lot of other ROMs, and they're just incorporating all the options into one specific game. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'll definitely look into it for sure. I don't know when I would play it, but I like the fact that they include all of those options. Options are very good. It's one thing that I think Pokemon should do. It used to be back in the day that there was if you pick Charmander in Pokemon Blue, it actually made the game harder. Well, it didn't really. It was only because you had to either catch something or you had to do something for the first 2 gyms. That was the only way it made it harder. I'm pretty sure from what I've seen and watched, but yeah, I think that if Pokemon started and it could come with a difficulty setting, I know you can put your own caps on it, but maybe they could do what other hacks and stuff do, like Radical Red with level caps and all of that. I think that would be something that Pokemon could incorporate, even when you first pick the game, either before you pick your starter, when you pick your starter, when you're picking your name. It could be are you brand new to Pokemon? Are you, have you played a few games, or are you very, very experienced? And if you pick those options, then either dialogue changes or you get some kind of handicap put on you. That could be a cool idea. So I like the fact that the Insurgents game actually incorporates all of that into the game built in itself, which is cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. That works out well. So you went from one straight into the other. That's cool. I haven't actually played any of the Splatoon games. I've seen people play them. I haven't watched a lot. Most of the gameplay I will watch is either gameplay of friends and other people in the community that support me and I support, whether that's Pokemon or not, but it's mainly to support them and because I enjoy watching their content in general. For example, Woody, who comes through in the chat quite often, when he's lurking in and out, he doesn't play Pokemon, but multiple times a week he'll stream playing, Fortnite or Rust or something. Mostly Fortnite, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I don't mind watching him play that. I've never played Fortnite, but watching him play because I enjoy his content and just to support him. But most of the content I watch is Pokemon playthroughs, in terms of gaming anyway. So yeah, I've seen little snippets of Splatoon, but I haven't played it myself yet. Probably, yeah. I think if I would play it, it'd be cool to stream it, especially because I've never played it before. That makes it cool to like what I was saying with Scarlet and Violet. Makes it cool to experience that, brand new with everyone in that would be in the chat. People, say if you've played it before, you might be like, oh, careful about this, or no, you've got to do that. Or everyone could be experiencing something brand new, which is something that doesn't happen a lot. obviously, you know, so heaps of people have done a randomized platinum Nuzlocke. Heaps of people have done hardcore. Heaps of people have done this and that. There's only probably a small amount of things that haven't been done, and even if they haven't been done, they might have been done in some form. So playing a new game, to me anyway, could be more of a benefit than playing something that I played before. I don't know, but yeah, if I were to play it, I would say there would be a 99% chance that I would stream it. But there might be a 1% chance that I would play it a little bit to see if I actually enjoy it enough to want to stream it. That might be the only thing. I might play, say, open it, start the game, play for an hour, and be like, yep, I can see myself playing this, or actually, you know what, nah, I won't stream it. But, oh yeah, sure. Are the starters, they all set? Or if you pick the randomize option, will it change? Or do your starters, I obviously don't know how much you've played of it. If you pick your starters, do they stay the same, and if it's a randomized mode, only the encounters and everything else changes? Or would your starters potentially change in the randomized mode? If that happens, then not, yeah, that makes sense. But otherwise, yeah, you can, that's fine. That wouldn't be something that I'd care about being spoiled. That's okay. Profile picture is a Splatoon 2 character. So that's the only thing. The only thing with this chat, you should be able to click on people's profile pictures. Or like you should be able to go, oh yeah, the bot thing didn't work. Hang on. I just got to put in the pinned message again. Sorry, that pinned. I need to fix the bot up too, so the pinned messages work a little bit better. But yeah, definitely happy for you to talk about the starters and stuff and how that all works. That's okay. You can give me a run, like you can talk more about the game if you want to as well. Obviously, if it's got a certain story that things happen or the ending, that'd be probably good to not have that spoiled. But yeah, early game stuff for sure. But yeah, as I was saying, that's the only thing with the chat. It'd be cool if you could actually open the profile, but obviously your options would be different to mine. Like I can only, you know, remove messages, put people in timeout, hide the user, add as a moderator, all that sort of stuff. I can't, you know, they should have like you can click to view profile or something. So one, it's easier to, oh, this person's in the chat, cool, I want to check out their channel and subscribe to them. But two, so you can see these cool profile pictures because they're like, it's tiny, teeny, tiny on the screen. While I am sitting here, and while I wait for you to come back with that, I might even open up the randomizer and look at doing the Eevee. Oh, I love it. I love Eevee. I love the evolutions. Jolteon is my equal favorite Pokemon. I don't know if this spoils too much, but can you evolve? Can you get access to stones early on, or is there a different mechanic to evolve Eevee into certain evolutions? If there is, then Eevee for sure. Gotta go for Eevee. Oh, we've got Purple Fire in the house. Hello, welcome. You've joined in, but we are, unfortunately, you've missed the. I shouldn't really say excitement. It was a little bit anticlimactic in the end. We beat through the league. We didn't lose anyone, and we hardly took damage, to be fair. So it was a bit of a pretty easy sweep, unfortunately. Well, good and bad. It's less stress, but at the same time, it's not as exciting for me or everyone else. But no, glad to have you in the chat. We're just talking about a few different games and stuff at the moment. And I'm also going to look at maybe while we're here on chat, I can open up the randomizer. Eevee doesn't evolve. Oh, okay. So there's Mega Eevee, which based on the moves you choose. Oh! So basically I could pick Eevee and then Mega Eevee depending on the move you pick. So you could be a Jolteon, or then you could, and then in another battle you could be a Vaporeon, or you locked into the move that you pick, and you're locked into that evolution for the whole time. Actually, we need to go in here. Moonblast, it will still be Mega. Oh, so it doesn't physically change its appearance, just its typing changes. So, okay. Heracross and Pinsir. Why Heracross and Pinsir? I'd get Scyther and Pinsir, obviously being the two Gen 1, like, bug, strong bug Pokemon. Heracross and Pinsir. That I did not know. Act 8? No. Alright, so I'm just getting the potentially the next run the prep work set up. Randomizer Nuzlocke. Whoops. I don't want to paste a shortcut. I want to paste the actual item. Random. Oh, it does actually change. That's cool. So, especially if you can do it like you're not locked in. So if the first time I want to switch to Vaporeon because I'm fighting against a fire type, but then the next time it's a dark type. So we're like, definitely don't want to go to Espeon, but maybe we can go to whatever. That's cool. I like that concept a lot. I would definitely pick Eevee if that's the case then. In Sword, I was shiny hunting freely. Platinum has not been nice to me lately. Oh, no. Oh, that's not nice. It's actually... Well, today was very smooth. The 3 or 4 streams, episodes before that were not as nice to us. So, I'm sorry if it's not being all that kind to you. Why? What's going on? Randomizer. Whoops. Yeah, no, that's right. Yes? Yeah, that is. No, that Eevee sounds cool. The fact that you can change your form into any of the evolutions based off the move at the time for like a mega... That's awesome. The variety you get with that is really cool. And I haven't played heaps of the new gen stuff, so I'm not that up with the Delta and, you know, the Gigantamax and all that. I haven't played a lot of those games, so I'd be sticking to what I know. The folder didn't rename itself for some reason. Okay, so let's load the settings of the... Where is it? Sapphire Random, because that should be right. So unchanged, everything's random. Primal forms. Oh, like in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with the Primal Groudon and Kyogre. Like routes and its evos. Aron and its evo. Oh, as in they have the Delta modes, because like Gardevoir is awesome. Giratina, Arceus, and I think Regigigas have... Ooh. They're already extremely powerful as it is. If they've got primal forms, that's almost OP. Okay, yeah, so I think we keep the... Just looking at the randomized now, I'm going to keep the similar settings that we've had with this. So, trainers are random, wild is random. Not going to change typings. And I don't think I'll change movesets either. But I will change it so that the TMs and stuff, that compatibility is still funky. So you can have a Charizard that knows Hydro Pump, but it might not be able to learn Flamethrower as a TM. Like, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, I think I did. I think, because is Mega Garchomp one of the highest BSTs of everything? I'm pretty sure I saw that some Megas were higher than other Legendaries. Yeah, obviously, but Garchomp is really, really fast to begin with. So if its speed drop takes it from, say, a fast Pokemon to just like an average Pokemon, that's fine if you're getting a Mega Boost in all your other stats. If you're just like a massive tank that hits hard, then speed isn't overly important. I'm not really sure about this. Probably a little bit easier. I think Mega Garchomp is 700. Yeah, 700 is ridiculous. What's normal? Legendaries are between 600 and something, or some are even pseudos or a pseudo's 600 or 550 or something. I'm just trying to think. Now I'm not too sure. It actually was really windy. Today is a beautiful day here. It's one of the first nice days we've had all year, basically. But yeah, today's been a really nice day, but the wind over the last long time, actually, has been pretty bad. Things falling down on the balcony, all that sort of stuff. It's been very annoying this year, that's for sure. Happy with that. Yeah, that often happens too, especially like because you've got the ovals and the field, like in fields and stuff like that, or even with buildings, it creates those little gullies where the wind just absolutely blasts through. I remember in school we had this one area between a couple of the buildings, and it would just get so windy and loud through there, just because it was like a little valley that it would just travel through. And okay, so every Pokemon will be able to learn the same move tutor moves before. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay. A 50% chance of move tutor moves being, and there's 2 right off the bat. Oh, that could be interesting. You know what? Let's make it a little bit chaotic. We're gonna so move tutors. I've just made it so that's fully random, and the game that we're going to be playing is going to be, like I was saying, fire red / leaf green. So obviously you've got the 2 move tutors just outside of Mount Moon. Those I just made it so it's basically 50-50. So it could have flamethrower and earthquake. Charizard, if we not Charizard. Let's say we've got a Houndour. It might be able to learn Earthquake, but not Flamethrower. Could be Chaos, or we might not be able to learn anything. Who knows? They could be garbage moves too, but... So I've just ticked that setting. That's a little bit different. Yes, we want that. Yeah, we'll make it so the rival keeps the starter. Yeah, being a game I've never played before, I'd probably do it as a regular type playthrough. I don't know, I might not pick the easy mode. I might pick the medium mode for the first time anyway. I'm not too sure, unless it's really hard, and I should pick easy to start off with. Let's make this fire red random. And let's save the ROM. No, not there. In here. Yes. 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 Cool. Alright, so that is done. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just the medium one. I don't want to go easy, and without knowing how, the game works, never played it before. Obviously being newer gen stuff as well, like, all these high, different mons and other things I'm not as familiar with. It probably wouldn't want to go too hardcore to begin with anyway. Alright, so that is done and dusted. So we have our next series, which will be next week. I've just randomized it, so the ROM will, the legitimate cartridge that I am playing on is ready to go. So over the weekend, I'll get thumbnails sorted, get all of that stuff ready to go, and go from there. I had drum lessons at school today. Drums would be pretty interesting. I never really got to play them, but that could be cool. I don't know. In school, I never really played like a specific thing. In different music classes, we just sort of play whatever, you kind of got given. Like, okay, today, here's a guitar, try and play this, or here's a whatever. I'm not that talented in that creative side of things for musical and all that. I can make good song parodies, but aside from that, that's about it. So I was never that good with instruments. So generally, I got either given, the little egg shakers with the rice or beans in it, or seeds, whatever they put in there, maracas, or a triangle. That was what I was usually given if it was okay, everyone, let's do this. So, not really, but drums are cool. I had a couple of good friends that had played drums, and yeah, one, he had a really cool setup in his garage. Yeah, it was cool, but it's not something I've been blessed with the talent of. if I could play an instrument and I was like, you know, it was, okay, you can pick one instrument, you'll be able to play it brilliantly, I'd probably pick the guitar. I think, you know, it's not too heavy. You can carry it around if you want to play it somewhere. You know, it's not like a drum set or a piano or something big that would be hard to lug around. It's small enough, you can carry it. I like all kinds of music, so I don't have any bias on particular genres, like a pop over metal or a techno over country or anything. I like, there's songs and artists of all genres that I like, but people that have natural talent, like, you know, an Ed Sheeran or something, that just can play a guitar, or, you know, Pete Murray, one of those guys that just have that good ability to do that, that would be cool. But yeah, I don't have that ability, unfortunately. Oh yes, congrats to Beckett. Obviously, everyone, making sure you subscribe to everybody else here. Check out their channels. There's a lot of cool content and a lot of up and coming things going on, so that's awesome. Hit 80. Oh, the big three digits are coming up soon. But congratulations, that's awesome. It took me. I was kind of so I kind of went, you know, from 1 to less, you know, between 5 and 10, and then maybe I hit somewhere but up to 20. But then once I kind of hit 50 and 60, it really kind of plateaued for a bit before it got a little bit of a jump and then a little bit more. But the fact that you've hit 80 you're pretty much at 100, and when you're at 100, you're practically at 5,000. So essentially, you're one step away from being at like 1 million subs. No, but that's awesome. Congratulations. Splatoon 3 and a keychain. That's cool. I like keychains. I actually have a bunch of Pokémons that I've got to stick on either my website or eBay and sell them off. But that, yeah, I like keychains. I always have. I think on my current set, which has got my car key and the house key, I've got a Jolteon and an Arcanine. And then on others set, I've got one. I've got a sports team that I go for here, and another one I think I've got a different sports team of a different type of sport that I go for here. So that's cool. You were going as in play an instrument, Celestial Clouds. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you were gone for a while. Yep, okay. That's cool. No, that's alright. Well, I'll probably wrap up pretty soon. We surprisingly beat the run. The league was very anticlimactic. I've used this time wisely though. I've got alright, for everyone in the chat, I've been talking about it, but the spoiler is our next run is going to be Pokemon Fire Red Randomised Nuzlocke. That's going to start on Monday, mine and Sam's time, and Sunday night / into Monday morning, everyone else. So that's going to be starting next week. The ROM has been randomized. It's ready to go. I just need to fix the layout. So I'll go back to my Sapphire run through, because obviously this has got the 2 screens. That one only has the 1. But I might rejig it a bit, because in that one my face cam is only, say, that wide. It's hard. I'm going in reverse. That wide, maybe up to about half the or 2/3 of this one. I like it to be a little bit wider so it fits in the posters up the back. I've got the lights that I bought. That behind me is a light up sign that actually says the Snow Phoenix. Just so I've got that in the background too. So yeah, so that'll be the run that'll be our next series next week. Thanks, Sam. That's it. Monday after school is going to be... Mondays, I think I'll probably go... You'll catch the end of the stream. I'll start somewhere between midday and maybe 1 o'clock around there, I think. So I'll still be going when you finish school, unless something disastrous happens and I just flip the table. But no, I'll still be going when you finish up. Hopefully Hopefully you'll be able to see... Being randomized, it's hard to say what point I'd be at by then. Maybe I'll probably have... Obviously, I don't know, but I probably would have beaten Brock. I might be... When you jump on, I'd either have not too long ago beaten Brock, or I'll be in Mount Moon, or maybe I'd just have made it to Cerulean or something. That's if things go well. I might be on run number 5 by the time you join in. Oh yeah, school holidays coming up soon. Usually I remember, I live in New South Wales, but I used to live in South Australia, and I always remembered that the school holiday started the Friday before the AFL Grand Final, and I know that sometimes they're the same between states, sometimes it's a week either side, so yeah, they're coming up soon. That'll be cool. If you're not doing anything, you can play some games and be actually able to watch the stream from the start of the stream to the end. Well, however much you want anyway, of course. Now, after Fire Red, I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the Heart Gold / Soul Silver, whichever one of those. I'd probably pick Heart Gold because that was the first of the 2 that I played. I think that'll be the one I go for. So I'll do that, and then after that, that'll be when I start to look at, okay, are we going to do a ROM hack? Are we going to do... Well, I guess it depends on how long it takes. Oh, no, Scarlet and Violet won't be out by then, but maybe it'll be am I going to do... Have I bought Legends Arceus? Are we going to play that? I could do it maybe a completely different thing, which might not be a normal playthrough. It could be, say, just streaming while playing the Nintendo 64 emulator of Pokemon Stadium or Stadium 2, playing some mini games, or the Gym Leader Challenge or something like that. But I think, yeah, the next one is going to be Fire Red Randomised Nuzlocke starting next week. And then the one after will be the Heart Gold / Soul Silver, but probably Heart Gold. That'll follow. And then after that will be when we look at doing the other options from there. Yeah, cool. Well, appreciate that. Obviously, always appreciate the support. Hopefully, I can be some entertainment for you throughout the school holidays. Alright, so... We'll probably wrap up pretty soon. I'll just make sure everything else is set up alright for this... And before I forget, I'll also bookmark this Pokemon Insurgents page in my bookmarks so that I remember what it's called. And I'll go back and check that out. And I'll have a proper read through later. Maybe even give it an attempt at some time. Probably not before I start the Fire Red run. Pretty busy weekend, and then starting that run, getting everything prepared for that. So it probably won't be before then, but maybe in the next week or 2 I might give it a try just to see how it goes. If it's worthwhile. Well, I shouldn't say if it's worthwhile, but if I enjoy the concept of it, or if I don't think it's too hard, or I'm like, I don't like it for whatever reason, I might give it a go. Oh, that's always cool. Well, it's good and bad having your birthday in the holidays. It's good because you never have to go to school. Sometimes, you'll get the day off. Parents will let you have the day off, but sometimes they won't, or you have to go for some reason. You know that you never have to go to school, which is cool. But at the same time, then the reverse is true. So if your birthday's during the term, you'll either get the day off because it's your birthday and you're like, I got the day off and you don't, or everyone everyone can wish you a happy birthday, and you can sometimes get like preferential treatment because it is your birthday, which is sometimes cool as well. Mine was always during term. Obviously, it might fall on a weekend, but yeah, mine was always during school. I don't think... I can't remember as a kid, but in older years, I don't think I ever had the day off or anything for it, unless it was on a weekend. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I reckon I'll probably wrap up pretty soon. I've got to upload some more short videos. I think I uploaded, I can't remember how many I managed to do. I've got to get to 20 for this recent one. So I so far have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I lost count. Okay, cool. I can select. Okay, I've done 12. So I've got to do 8 more of this batch, and then I'll probably put some more up tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on when I do it. And yeah, I'll make sure that's all good. Get that sorted, and aside from that, we're pretty much nearly wrapped up for the week, which has been cool. Yeah, thanks so much, Sam. I hope so too. Shorts have been really good for me with that. Like I said, a month ago, I had like 150, 160 subscribers, or less than a month ago. And then, yeah, now we're at 805, which is absolutely insane. Very grateful to everyone for subscribing. But more importantly, I've been more grateful for all the cool people, all the legends that have been coming in and hanging out throughout the streams. I enjoy playing Pokemon anyway. That's part of why I decided to do it as streaming, and why I have done those pre-recorded challenges, because I enjoy doing it. So, I may as well make some content out of it. But it's definitely made the streams a lot more enjoyable than what they would have been had it just been me playing in general. Like yesterday, for example, we did lose a Pokemon pretty early, like 10-15 minutes into the grinding, and then had to start again. But all we did was grind for 5 hours, and everyone just in and out. Some people were there for a long time, some people only for a bit, and back and forth. But just people being there and chatting just makes it so much more enjoyable. I said to my partner, even though it was like what probably would have been a more boring playing stream, it was probably one of my favorite ones, just having a good chat with everybody, which was really cool. So, appreciate everyone that's been through. We're another series down. That's 2 successfully beaten. We are unbeaten in Randomizer Nuzlocke series on the channel. We've conquered Sapphire, conquered Platinum. Next up is Fire Red. Hopefully we can conquer that too. We still haven't lost a run yet, so touch wood. I've said that, I'm probably going to jinx myself and I might lose 10 runs in Fire Red, but we've still done it on our first run in both. To be fair, I'm also not playing hardcore Nuzlocke, so I can use items in battle, and I'm on switch mode. I think being randomized, it's too hard. Well, I shouldn't say it's too hard. The items maybe not, but the switch mode being random makes it a little bit... I probably will do it eventually. Maybe after we do some other playthroughs, we'll come back to doing randomized Nuzlocks and we'll make them hardcore. But yeah, we've done pretty well. Hopefully we can keep up the success rate. But yeah, I'll probably wrap things up. Again, thank you so much for everyone for being a part of this series, and whether you joined in today, joined in 3 weeks ago, joined in whenever. Appreciate everyone for being a part of the journey. Like I said, next week is going to be the next series. So Monday Australian time, Sunday night / Monday morning US, or depending on when I start, it might even be Sunday afternoon or evening. But anyway, sometime between Sunday, your time, Sunday afternoon, and Monday afternoon, I will be on. That'll be the start of our Fire Red series. Looking forward to that. Back to Game Boy, which will be different than the 2 screens, so I'll have to readjust again. The layout will be a bit different. I'll modify all of that. If you watch the Sapphire series as well, you'll see that the core of it is the same. The background is the same. The mons at the bottom are the same. And then it's just pretty much because of the second screen, I just had to shuffle the positioning of the badges and the death counter and stuff. But I like this setup though. I might just even keep it the same size main screen, the same size webcam, and then I'll put the badges and I'll move the badges and the death counter and stuff up, and then I might put something else down that bottom corner. I'm not sure. I'll have a bit of a play around and get that sorted before Monday, obviously. So it's ready to go. But we, just over 2 hours, and probably maybe half that, or just over half of that, was beating the game, and the rest has been some enjoying, some chatting, which has been fun. That's another thing that why I want to do some more. Well, not some more. I haven't really done any, but like pack openings as streams, because you don't have to concentrate as much as you do playing the game, so it's a little bit easier to have chats and conversations. Like I misclicked in this series and the last series. I misclicked stuff or missed something and mashed through. Sometimes it led to losing mons because I wasn't paying attention properly. I was reading and chatting with the chat. So so that's my fault. I'm obviously not used to it. I'm used to button mashing, and I'm not used to doing it at the same time as having people here joining in with the chat. So appreciate everyone. Thanks so much for coming by. Hope everyone has an awesome weekend. Well, if obviously for Sam and I, our weekend Sam's has started now that school's over, but yeah, everyone else, when you enjoy the rest of your day / night, have an awesome weekend, and I will see you all on my time Monday, your time either Monday or Sunday. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll catch you next week.